Hi friends, this is Vedic Astrology by Rani and I'm here to talk about for the predictions for the month of May 2023. First, I'll talk about the general trends of the planets, how it impact the world, and which includes all of us. And then I'll talk about the stock market and then for your zodiac signs. So watch the video all the way so you can take all the benefits. So let's first of all, we'll have a Uranus and Sun conjunction, which will be involved in the eclipse, and which is a Uranus being the planet of suddenness. It will be giving us a lot of unexpected events. And the eclipse season is here. We had a solar eclipse, now we have lunar eclipse, so it will bring a lot of hidden and corrupt stuffs out in the open. Lunar eclipse is going to take place in Libra in the nakshatra of Vishakha, which rules Jupiter. Since Jupiter is conjunct with Rahu, expect again the unexpected. Can we expect the healing? While Saturn transits in the nakshatra Shatabhishek, watch the healing trends in medicine, science to rise, and we all will benefit from there to do it good for our health. While Saturn transits the nakshatra of Shatabhishek, that's the indication that makes me say that there will be some major advances in the medicine. By the end of the May, Jupiter and Rahu will be conjoining at 9 or 10 degrees of Aries. So acting impulsively will be expected, but don't do it, otherwise there will be losses by fire, war, earthquake, etc. That can happen. So yeah, the violence also is expected because the moon on May 19 in Taurus is in Kritika Nakshatra, and which indicates there will be direct conflict with the people and between the authorities and people. So we need to be very careful. We will be concerned about our security. We all need to play a role in staying calm and collected and not messing with the law. While Mars transit Cancer, which I'll give you the dates further, violence will interrupt and from around the world in different places, not everywhere but a lot of places. Be aware that towards the end of the month, when Moon transits in Libra and Scorpio, there will be a powerful exchange of planets between Venus and Mars, and that says a lot. We'll talk further later on this one. Is there a hope for all this one? Then Jupiter, when it exactly is going to be in conjunction with Rahu in the sign of Aries, this indicates an increased or a very wonderful reversal of bad events that will bring hope and prosperity in the world. So transformation is on the card. Now I will make a separate video on the Mercury retrograde, but I'm going to say briefly that Mercury turns retrograde from April 21st through May 15, and Mercury is very close to Uranus, planet of suddenness, and which also rules technology and computers. My fear is that there will be big breakdown of computers and in technology, since Jupiter then moving forward in Rahu are joined in nakshatra of Ashwini, which rules transportation. I'm afraid there may be some big calamities in computers and traveling. And then towards the end of the month, traveling will begin to get easier. So now let's see how I look at the housing market. Mars will enter Cancer on May 10 and remain there until July 1st. Since Mars is the indicator of real estate, this will bring the markets down. There will be decline in prices. If you want to get good deals on housing, this may be your lucky time to buy the house, but the interest rates will be high. On the political scene, Saturn being in Aquarius is fully aspecting all the planets in Aries, all four of them, Jupiter, Rahu, and then Mercury retrograde, and then for part of the month, the Sun too there. So I see a strong sign of new beginnings, and so that tells me there is a lot of hope. Though we are going to have difficult times, the new beginnings are around the corner. Then there will be some big leaders who will be knocked down because the better new persons will be rising on the horizon, and they will be appreciated, and some famous leaders will no longer remain with us. The lunar eclipse that I should have told you in the beginning is going to take place on May 5th. We had a solar eclipse before, and then so it's not a full eclipse or partial, so it's not very extremely impactful, but it will have the impact on people. For example, Cancer will have the most. If you have a moon Mahadasha, that you will feel the impact. Otherwise, it's nothing much to worry about. But now moving forward, Jupiter Rahu conjunction will take place on have taken place on April 22nd in Aries. Now it's going to be showing the impact and continue, which will continue for many months to come at some level or the other. It's going to make a lot of challenges for different people, which will show in your personal, or rather for your own sign. Mars will enter Cancer on May 8. It will be debilitated to lose its fire and energy and courageous capabilities. So many of us will feel low energy, will feel fatigued, tired, and some of us may be even grumpy and temperamental. And wherever the Cancer sign sits in your chart, and that sign will, the indication of that house will be impacted, and wherever the Mars will aspect, of course they will be impacted, which I will discuss when I do your own sign. So we all need to be careful because of that. Our digestive issues will be a problem for many of us, and all of us, most of us, then we need to drive carefully, take precautions, and when handling knives and tools, etc. Venus will move into Gemini on the May 2nd, stay there until May 30th, and then Sun will join there on May 14th in the sign of Taurus. And then the dates I'll give you for Mercury retrograde will be May 14 of this year through it will stay there until for 24 days. So let's talk about the stock market then. Many of us have said that they want to know about it, the trends. So folks, don't take only this trends, always show your chart for personal guidance also, but this helps you to understand where the stock market is. Don't hold me accountable or this channel. For you need to invest intelligently also. Now, so when Jupiter and Rahu are in the fire signs and they have the aspect of Saturn, and there are so many planets in that fire sign Aries, like Mercury, Sun for the part of the deal, and the Rahu will be there until October 30. So the effects get stronger. Jupiter is also being in Gandanta in the beginning, and it's having Guru Chandal Yoga also, and at least the last part of the April, I highly anticipate a beginning of fall in the stock market, and till May 15, 2023 is very critical for the stock market. It will be even more on downtrend in October, or when we reach October, starting now, but it will reach its crashing times by October, because the planetary conditions are quite similar to when we had the crash in very, very bad crash of 1929. So you may want to make sure you consult an expert before you invest, and pay a lot of attention, or if you want to consult an astrologer, qualified, competent, then do that. But I see the trend, so we all need to be careful with that. With that, we end the general stock market and general planetary conditions, and now I will be moving on to your individual zodiac signs. So remember, this horoscopes are calculated not on your sun sign, but it's on your ascendant sign. So here we go. Thank you. Hello Aries, thank you for watching, and here we go for your horoscope. Lunar eclipse will be in your 7th house of Libra, where Ketu is also present, affecting your marital relationships and business partners. So take precautions not to be angry with your spouse or with your business partner. It's not going to be too serious, but still you need to take precautions, because there are other factors impacting your relationship also. In your 1st house, you have Rahu, Jupiter and Mercury, which is retrograde, and then Sun will be there for the first 14 days of May. So that indicates to me that it will impact your physical well-being. The stress may be the factor for you, and it may give you tough times sometimes. Communications may be kind of messed up, so speak carefully, because Mercury is retrograde and combust. Refrain from getting angry with people. and review your projects before you subject very carefully. In fact, all your communications you need to pay attention, even though I will be posting a video on Mercury, so you can listen in more details. Saturn is in your 11th house, so it's also aspecting your Lagna, and that also tells me that get ready for hard work for everything you do, especially as it relates to in your career, because sun being your first in your first house tells me that you will have a lot of good opportunities too, and you will have a lot of ego too. So you need to diffuse that ego out and work hard. Don't tangle with the people at work. And so when the sun moves latter part of the month, when it moves to second house of finances, then it's going to be good improvement in your finances also. So yeah, that's a good news. But then there is a lot of hard work to all you, whatever you want to gain in your financial area, or in your career, you have to work very hard. And then let's talk about Mars, which is very important right now. It will be in your third house until May 10, and then it will get into your fourth house and gets debilitated. That will happen starting May 10th. So when it gets debilitated, you're going to be fussy, cranky, want to just get mad, and you low energy, lethargy. And then it's also ruler of your 8th house, so it may impact your the home life to some extent. So try to eat healthy, eat the right food, and do proper exercises. Drink lots of water, take precautions, don't be rash when you're driving, try not to speed. Now let's talk about, last but not the least, let's talk about Saturn. It's being in your 11th house is aspect to your 5th house. So again, you have to work very hard if you are a student. And if you have children, you need to really pay attention to them, and it will requiring you again a lot of hard work. And then those who are looking for a romantic relationship, this may not be exactly the time, but if you work hard to find it, you will get it. And if you are in a romantic relationship, then you need to pay a lot of attention to your romantic partner. If you want to invest in the stock market, listen to my general predictions up there in the beginning. But I can tell you one thing, that it will, if you want to invest, really choose a stock with slow gaining, steady but slow gaining stocks. And then don't forget to consult your financial advisor, and because you have to be very careful when you invest. Thank you for watching. Moving forward to sign of Taurus. Taurus, thank you for watching, and make sure to watch my beginning of the video where I talk about the general trends and explain the planets and stock market. So I will be also doing a Mercury retrograde video, and don't forget to watch that in more detail. So you have a lunar eclipse in your 6th house, along with Ketu being there. This house represents loans, comparative activities, daily routines, job, service, and dealing with your colleagues, legal matters if there are any. So your energy level will be down. And on top of that, for all the above areas I mentioned, it will add stress to your life. Just take precaution, take deep breaths, do your mental exercises, deep breathing exercises. This will help you to get through this phase. You will also have Jupiter, Rahu, Sun, and Mercury in your 12th house. It's a lot of planets in the 12th house, and that will impact your sleep. So you need to take a lot of precautions, fix your sleeping environments, try to sleep on time so that you can have a better sleep. You must do the meditation, yoga, and for you the best remedy is to listen to Hanuman Chalisa if you cannot recite yourself. I have posted a link for that, and listen before you go to sleep. Daily is good, but at least Tuesdays and Saturdays is even better. Saturn is in your 10th house in an Aquarius sign. It indicates that you have a lot of changes happening in your job or career, and you may feel the need to move to find another job. But I think if you just tough it out and hang in there and work hard and mind your own business, you may not have the need to change your job. So also don't make any risk investment in the first half of the month. And I see a big possibility that you will be spending a lot of money either on improving the house, or you may want to buy it. Don't try to buy the house at this month. Definitely don't think of it unless you really have no choice. If you must buy, watch my Mercury retrograde videos so to see what you should do or should not do. You may be thinking of then again buying a new car also. I would say this is not a good month to do that, and avoid taking credit card loans, etc. also. And this trend will continue actually for hard work kind of trend for many months to come. Be careful in your marriage also. Try not to be temperamental with your spouse or your business partner. And in general, with your bossy, try not to be with your boss also. Don't be bossy. Stay calm and collected. It's very important message for this month. And I see the possibility that some of you may be attracted to go to a foreign land. Yeah, the traveling part may not be the great experience with a lot of hiccups, but once you are there, a lot of spiritual gain will be there to help you stay tranquil. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to watch my Mercury video, Mercury retrograde video, and I'll see you later. Thank you. Gemini, thank you for watching, and don't forget to watch in the beginning of the video where I talk about the general planetary trends and how it impact each and every one of us, and I have talked about in the beginning about stock market, and take advantage of that. And don't forget to watch my video on Mercury retrograde for this month. There is a lunar eclipse in your 5th house, and the Ketu is present there too. And so those who are students, they may have to deal with some issues, and those who are into investment, they also need to be they may face some problems if they are investing money. If those who are in a love relationship, then they need to be extra careful with their partner. In your 11th house, you have Jupiter, Rahu, Sun, and Mercury. So yes, these planets will help you to get great income if you are thinking of investing money. Yes, there is no deny to that. And then Rahu is happy to be in this 11th house position, even though the Aries is not the best sign. So I would say, yeah, it's good, but not really the best, because it's not placed in a friendly sign. You may gain from unexpected investments, especially from the real estate or even from the job related in the media or communication areas. It may also give you gains from your past investments. In other words, all the efforts you have made in the past, it's time to take the reward from those investments. A lot of your 3rd house of efforts is in the 11th house of gains. So whatever efforts you put, you get those gains. There is no instant gratification or sudden gain of things without the efforts. Okay, so now the Jupiter, a planet of finances, is also there, making it a great time to see if you are seeking for the advice of an expert in the investment area. That person will be very helpful to you. So it's not like you hire somebody and then they take your money and then you don't get any help. No, but you will have good luck if you are looking for some professional advice in this investment area. Additionally, there is a good news is that Saturn is in your 9th house of good luck and dharma. So you may feel like lucky because you are your past karma will pay off at this time. The only thing is that if you want to reap the rewards about your goodness, you must be very cordial and respectful and helpful to people around you. Speak gently, and if you have father, be respectful, serve him whenever possible, and don't be disrespectful to him. In addition, stay spiritually positive, not just for this month, for the next 2.5 years, while Saturn will be staying there in your 9th house of dharma. Now, it's important we talk about Mars, which is debilitated in your 2nd house in the sign of Cancer. Be watchful for what you speak, how you speak. Talk gently to people around you, in your family, and your mother, because that's that's Cancer sign up there. That's very important this month. And don't be lazy. Eat the right food. Stay away from the junk food, and otherwise you may end up facing the digestive issues. There are remedies of this problem, since the 2nd house ruler in your case is Moon, which is having eclipse in the 5th house of digestion. Remain respectful to especially elderly women, your mother. Serve the elderly woman whenever possible. And also the last but not the least, you may end up having some kind of headache sometimes and the pain in the upper body like shoulders. So take precautions with that. I will end your the prediction for your sign. I'll see you next, and don't forget to leave the comments here and listen to Hanuman Chalisa regularly. I'll post the link at the bottom of this video. Thank you. Hello Cancer, thank you for watching. I hope you listened to my video in the beginning where I talk about the world predictions and stock market. So going on with your sign Cancer, there will be lunar eclipse in your first house, and the sun will have the most impact from this. So the sun eclipse will be there. It was in the past and now we have lunar eclipse. You'll have that, as a result of that you will have high emotions and some kind of stressful environment in your home. You may be worried about your high expenses regarding home. As a remedy, I would suggest you drink lots and lots and lots of water. Meditation can also help. Try not to make hasty decisions. Be gentle with your speech and try not to poke your nose into other people's business, or else you'll really get in trouble. In terms of your career, the Rahu Jupiter conjunction in your career house will also be creating a Guru Chandal Yoga. Saturn being in your 8th house and aspecting your career house will influence your career. So it will create issues in your career as a result, mostly due to your own ego and misspoken words. So try not to let your ego misbehave you. Please refrain from speaking in angry tone and with your boss or your customers or your colleagues. Check your projects very carefully before you submit to your seniors. And many people of Cancer sign can expect the need to make a change in the career. Also, to be honest with you, if you can tough out this energy for now, that need will go away. Now the Venus will be the presence of Venus will be indicating a rise in the expenses, because Venus in the first week will be moving into your 12th house. So but watch your expenses. And Ketu will be in your 4th house, in addition to the lunar eclipse there. So that's the area most impactful. You may feel detached from your home or mother if you have her in your life. It may affect your relationship with your mother. So please Cancer people, you need to be careful. Don't hurt your mother, or else planets will be hurting you in turn. Because your 7th house lord Saturn is sitting in the 8th house, may I remind you that please try to spend quality time with your spouse so that marriage can have some positive elements which will help you in turn. If your marriage remains good, then you will be able to deal with this tough energy also. And this applies to those who are married. Saturn is also aspecting the 2nd house of speech and dental care. Be careful. You may experience tooth related problems, teeth related problems, headaches related problems, or you may just need to be very careful about your eating habits. Don't speak in harsh tones to people around you. With that, I'll end, and don't forget to watch Mercury retrograde video. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Leo, thank you for watching. I hope you watched the video in the beginning where I talk about the general predictions and I talk about stock market. Take advantage and listen to that part too. The lunar eclipse will take place in your 3rd house along with the Ketu present there. Due to your confidence being so low, you may not be able to put enough efforts into the things you like to do, because you may have low energy, fatigue, lethargy and all that. You may feel like being detached with your younger sibling if you have it, and you should put efforts into spending quality time with your younger sibling so that you don't lose that relationship. If you plan to have short distance traveling around that, then you be very careful during this eclipse time. Make sure you check all the items that you should be having with you, otherwise you will have to deal with the tough energy. Don't drive rash, don't speed, be careful. Now your ascendant Lord Sun, who just had a solar eclipse in late April, is now in your 9th house of good luck. It will increase your good luck. This is a good news for you in your career, because and then Venus is also placed in its own house, will giving you a lot of opportunity to grow in your career. So if you're hardworking, you will have ample opportunities to grow. Jupiter being the lord of your 5th house of studies, going to be very good for those who are students, and if those who are in romantic relationship, it will be a good time for them too. It will benefit them. And if you are into being in the ninth house of this destiny and good luck house, will also give you a lot of good luck overall. It will create good time for times. It's time to have enjoy your life. The good remedy for you will be to be respectful to your father, serve him, and in a dignified manner. Then we have Saturn in your 7th house of marriage. Put a lot of pressure in that area, so take precaution and handle with care with your spouse, okay, and your business partner if you are in business. Now, last but not the least, Mars being the lord of your 4th house will be mostly in your 12th house, so it will increase, and it's debilitated. So watch for your sleeping pattern. You may have some issues there. It will increase your home related expenses also, and so spend the money with care, and please do take care of your sleeping issues. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to watch the Mercury retrograde video, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Hello Virgo, thank you for coming to watch the video. I hope you will listen to the beginning of the video where I talked about the impact of planets on us as a society, and also I have discussed stock market, so take advantage and watch that too. I will also be posting Mercury retrograde video, and don't forget to watch, since everybody is going to be impacted by that, especially your ascendant lord is Mercury. All the things we talk about Mercury retrograde, which is combust also, will have bigger impact to your sign. And now, specifically speaking, there is a lunar eclipse in your 2nd house of money, food intake, family, and among many other things. So you may be worried about your finances and family issues. Remedy to decrease this negative energy is if you drink lots and lots of water. It will actually help. It's a remedy, trust me. And because the moon is mostly represents water, that's one of the reasons. So since you have 4 planets in your 8th house, which some of which are Jupiter, Rahu, and retrograde Mercury too, and partially Sun too, it shows that you may face many obstacles, especially in your finances and family and food intake, because all of them are aspecting your 2nd house. So take care of your eating habits. Try to stay relaxed. Don't think before you speak, or else it can have some impacts on your life. It will have its impact on your marriage, so be kind with your spouse. Don't speak in anger or haste. Now, Venus is a lord of your 9th house of good luck, and it will enter 10th house of career and stay there for most of the month. So expect some good things in your career area. Yeah, that's a good news. Okay, but at the same time, it's a lot of your 2nd house also. So where the eclipse is happening and Ketu is present too, so it will give some hiccups, ups and downs also in your career. Venus will be aspecting your 3rd house. Then later on, Sun will be also aspecting 3rd house. So it shows that you will be doing a lot of. You will have to take care do a lot of stuff, and especially like traveling and communication will be very well lit areas for your life at this time, and you're going to meet a lot of people too. And so Mercury retrograde means it being your ascendant lord. Be very careful in everything you do. Actually, take pause before you make any decision. You say anything, because your lord is retrograde and combust, so you don't want to misspeak. Definitely. Don't forget to watch my Mercury retrograde video. It will help you to understand what things you should or should not do. I would say definitely don't buy a house, don't buy a car at this time. Try not to sign on any contract at this time. When you submit your work projects, review them more than twice, because you're liable to make mistakes. Okay, so now Jupiter, being the lord of your 7th house of marriage, is placed in the aspect obstacles and problems in your marriage and relationships. So be easy with your spouse. Take precautions in how you handle your spouse. Don't act in haste with the spouse. Due to Mercury being retrograde, there may be some misunderstandings and you may end up having faulty communications, and avoid being angry speech discussions with your spouse or even with your children, or else you may regret later. Last but not the least, there is a slight bad news for your finances because Mars is debilitated in your 11th house of large gains and social circle. Be very careful if you're thinking of doing investments. Avoid the investments if you can, at least until the Mars is no longer retrograde for the dates for which I have given in the beginning of the video. For your sign, definitely I will say stay out of investments for the period Mars is debilitated. And with that, I will end for your sign. Hope see you next time. Thank you. Hello Libra, thank you for watching and coming to watch my video. I hope you have listened to the beginning of the video where I talked about the general impact of planets on all of us as a society and the stock market predictions. And now let's see, you will have an eclipse in your first house where Ketu is already present. This will have impact on your physical well-being. You will be very sensitive to the problems that you're facing and you will have low energy also. The best remedy you can do right now is deep breathing exercises and meditation and drink lots of water. It will be very helpful. Career-wise, those who are in career, Lord of your moon, that's Lord of your 10th house, is under eclipse. So then we have a debilitated Mars will be moving into your 10th house. So you'll be working very, very hard in your career and face all kinds of frustrations at work. Keep your cool and try to stay away from arguments because Jupiter, especially because Jupiter has entered into 7th house affecting your 11th house of gains. So your careers will get its rewards in time. For now, you just be patient and work hard. Finances wise, Jupiter will be aspecting you from your 7th house to your 1st house, which will bring you good gains in terms of money. But you will also see rise on expenses. So be careful when you spend money and think twice if you really have to do or not. You will be having some extra short distance travels, some of you, and that also will add expenses to your money. Because Ketu is being present in your first house, and it will make you lose your appetite. It's possibilities there, not everybody, that many of you will have a problem with that. You will feel like not eating, and as a result, you may end up losing weight. Those who have illnesses, they need to be careful with that problem. Otherwise, losing weight is like everybody wants to lose weight. For some, it may be actually good. So you should be eating good food. Avoid any damage to your health. Mars, ruler of your 7th and 2nd house, is going to get debilitated, and so the disturbance in your relationship with your spouse and the family is possible. So try to remain very peaceful with your loved ones. Don't speak in harsh words and try not to act on your anger. Speak gently and don't expect too much from people around you. Understand they have a problems too. And then again, the best remedy for your Libra will be to do meditation, yoga, and drink lots of water. It's just this is a temporary phase that we shall go to. Listening to Hanuman Chalisa will help too, for which I have posted the link in the below section. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Scorpio, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you listened to the beginning of the video where I talked about general impact on all of us as a society. And I talked about the stock market, and it's very helpful information. If you haven't watched, go back and watch. And here we go with your sign. There will be lunar eclipse in your 12th house along with Ketu present there. This will impact your sleeping. So you want to take extra care how you handle that problem. And this is just temporary phase, so don't worry. And you need to watch because there will your expenses too. There will be rise if you don't control it. It will become problem for you. And so there are 4 planets in your 6th house: Jupiter, Rahu, Sun, and retrograde Mercury. I have made a video on retrograde Mercury, so you can watch and see how it, what to do, what not to do. In general, you should try not to buy big items. Watch your keys, watch your computers, back up your data, kind of things. Be careful about your career and spending. And your health also, and in addition, your legal matters, if there are any, will be cause stress on your life too, because all planets are aspecting your 12th house. You may feel like there's a lot of that is going on, but trust me that you may be overreacting if you're worrying too much, because this is just a temporary phase, and the problems will go away later on if you don't get angry about them. Your ascendant Lord Mars is debilitated in your 10th house, and that's why I keep saying that don't act on your anger and frustrations, don't speak in haste, relax, take deep breaths, do meditation. So yes, there will be some issues in your daily life, in your workplace also. Again, stay cool and collected, and don't angle with your bosses and co-workers, or else you may have long-term consequences. Expenses wise, then take care of your, if you take care of your mom and respectful to her, you have then pleased the moon, and eclipse will be a little bit easy on you. And Venus will be moving into your 8th house. Therefore, I advise that be very careful not to take many loans and avoid the high expenses during this time. And Saturn's aspect on your 10th house of career will make you feel work very hard in your career, and you will get your rewards, but like Saturn always give very slowly, so not quite yet. Just you have to be patient, keep doing the hard work, and don't complain. Because you have Jupiter, presence of your Jupiter in your 6th house, indicates that you will get your rewards of your hard work in your service area. Now, for your marital relationships, at the end, I want to say that because your Venus will be moving into your 8th house, so be very patient with your spouse. Try to refrain from arguing and getting mad at the spouse. And because there's so many planets present in your 6th house, a good daily exercise routine is excellent remedy for you to try to stick with, or else you may have many health problems. Instill a lot of discipline in your daily life also. With that, I'll end your predictions for your sign, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to watch Mercury retrograde video, and thank you. Sagittarius, thank you for watching. I hope you listened to the beginning of the video where I talked about the impact of planets on our society as general. We all are involved in that society, so it's good to know. Knowledge is power. And I talked about the stock market that can help you to watch your investments and money. Sagittarius, you're one of the few lucky signs, and you will find out why. So you have Ketu and a lunar eclipse in your 11th house of older siblings, social network, and large gains, and in your investments. So try not to get antsy with people in your network or your older siblings. This shall pass too. On the other hand, because your ascendant Lord is in your 5th house, and which is aspecting back to the ascendant, it will help you to find solution to the problems with your older siblings or your network people or that kind of stuff. So overall, it will give you a positive outlook in the life, and overall, especially with your children. Enjoy spending time with your children, and if you have a romantic partner, you will enjoy that too. It's good time for that purpose too. It's also a good time if you are a student and your studies you will succeed, and if you are want to for your finances also is a great time. You're one of the very lucky signs that so many good things are happening because of you. Only one planet is responsible for that, Jupiter. Not only one of the planets, big role is from Jupiter. You may have good gains in your business or even in the new projects. But keep in mind that you have Mars debilitated in your 8th house. So try not to go crazy on spending on children or traveling or just for the entertainment. Having said that, there might be some unexpected expenses to deal with. You need to be watchful for that also. Now, Saturn is in your 3rd house, and in the sign of Aquarius, so, and it will place demand on, you will have to work very hard, put a lot of effort, and you will not get instant gratification, but you will get your due rewards in time down the line. Last but not the least, for your health, if you had some annoying diseases in the past, this is the good news is that you are on your way to get healed. So stay patient, enjoy all these good things I said, and I'll see you next time. Take care, bye. Hello Capricorn, I hope you listened to the video in the beginning where I talked about the planets' impact on the society as a whole, and I also talked about stock market, and I will be making a video on the Mercury retrograde for everybody. So remember to watch that video also. You will have a lunar eclipse in your 10th house of career where Ketu is also present. So you may face issues in your career, and but just take care of it and don't procrastinate anything in your work area. Do everything right now, not later, not tomorrow, and take care of all your projects also. Your ascendant Lord Saturn is placed in the second house of finances and the food intake and the communication. So it will help you in your finances, and then slow and steady it will give you the gains in that area also. Jupiter is present in your fourth house, aspecting your eighth and 10th house. Expect the unexpected, especially in terms of expenses, which may be related to your home needs and car expenses or health wise. With the aspect of four planets from your fourth house to your career, you may get good appreciation from your work area. In your work area, I would say it's a good month for your career overall. Now let's talk about your marriage, because you have a debilitated Mars there, and try to avoid to get into arguments with your spouse. Control your anger. Be careful with your business partners. Also, give them the respect and don't get angry with them for any disagreements that you may have. With your colleagues, also try not to let your ego get the best of you. Don't be frustrated or big fights with others, or else you will have a bad consequences. You may need to be extra careful with your health of your mother also. So be gentle with her. Take care of her. In terms of your health, you have Saturn in your second house, and you may have some then digestive issues if you eat too much junk food or processed food. You can prevent this problem. So just eat the healthy food. The homemade meals are the best. Don't try to eat fancy food. Saturn doesn't like anything that's fancy. When you do fancy things, Saturn say, okay, I'm going to put obstacle in your way. The remedy to correct the negative energy of Saturn is that you drink lots of water. Venus is not a very favorable for you this month, so you may have difficulties in your love life, but it will get better next month. So with that, I'll end your sign, and don't forget to watch my video on Mercury retrograde. Thank you. Leave your comments down here. Hello Aquarius, thank you for watching. I hope you listened to the video in the beginning where I talk about general impact of planets on all of us as a whole society, and I also talk about the possibilities of investments and stock market. So talking about your sign, you have lunar eclipse in your 9th house where Ketu is also present. You may feel like that you are in luck, that your luck is not that great. So emotionally you would feel down, and you may even feel lethargic and lack of energy, maybe another thing that may bother you. Ketu in the 9th house indicates that you need to be on the spiritual path. It's a good thing actually. So if you try to be spiritually enlightened, it will help you increase your luck factor. Try to stay on the path of dharma and righteousness. Recite or listen to the Hanuman or any mantra for that matter, but listening to Hanuman Chalisa is particularly good for your sign, for the link of which I have posted below in this video. You can listen to it before you go to sleep, in the car, in the morning, any way you like it. You can listen to it and try to feel relaxed while listening to it. So you have Saturn in your own Lagna, and this will cause you again indicate your reason for you feeling down and no energy kind of thing. You have 4 planets in your 3rd house of efforts and short distance travels. Because Jupiter is also in the 3rd house, it cannot really give you much rewards and help, cannot offer you much. So that's not that great. And your career Lord Mars is debilitated in the 5th house. It will give you a lot of hiccups in your career and health. You need to be very patient. Don't lose your temper at workplace with your colleagues, boss or customers, or else you will have the consequences. You may feel that you should be getting rewards of your hard work now, but it's not going to happen this month. But you will get your reward of your hard work down the line. So have patience and trust me for that. If in terms of your health, Saturn sitting in your ascendant may indicate some health problems, like you may have a back problem, back pain or stiffness in the joints, those kind of related issues, or even you may feel anxiety from time to time. Trust me, if you learn to relax and listen to Hanuman Chalisa, which is the link is posted below, it will help you. It's aspecting your marriage house also, so expect some ups and downs. in marriage with the spouse also. Be patient with your spouse or business partner. Try not to pick fight. Try not to be angry with your spouse or with your business partner. On the other hand, because you have your 7th house lord sun in your 3rd house, you may have some gains from your partner or spouse, as long as you follow the advice I just gave you earlier with them. So since you have a lot of planets in your 3rd house, expect a lot of short distance travels also. What is the remedy? Is respectful to your father, serve him if he's present in your life, and this shall diffuse some of your negative energy for you. With that, I will end this video. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Pisces, thank you for watching, and I hope you listened to the beginning of my video where I talked about the general impact of the planets which affect all of us as a society. With that knowledge, you can trend with care in what you are doing with your life. I also have talked about stock market in the beginning, and that should also tell you what kind of market we are dealing with, and if should you buy a house or not, and it's a lot of information. Go make sure you watch the beginning of the video. Now, lunar eclipse is taking place in your 8th house where Ketu is also present. You may be facing a lot of unexpected obstacles. There may be mental worries and problems unexpectedly. So you have your ascendant lord Jupiter in your 2nd house. This will improve your income slowly, but it will improve in time. So don't expect instant gratification, okay? Then you have Saturn in your 12th house showing rise in the expenses. Be ready. It should also give you travel to foreign lands if that's what you want to do. It will happen only if you want to do, but that possibility is there for you. Remedies for you is to stay fit. Do some exercises, listen to Hanuman Chalisa, the link of which I have posted below in this video. You can listen to while driving or at night or anytime you can listen taking shower. It's a good energy. You appease the Saturn by doing that. And now a lot of your 2nd house and 9th house, Mars is debilitated in your 4th house of home and family. So take precautions in your communications with your father and your family. Then try not to take your anger out on people in your life. So stay calm and collected. Take deep breathing exercises, and also pay attention to your finances, since debilitated Lord can cause because your 2nd house of Lord Mars is debilitated. So that's why I am concerned. You need to be pay attentive. Also eat the right food. Avoid eating processed and junk food. Try to eat the fresh home prepared meals. It will appease the Saturnian energies and avoid having you health problems. Now Saturn is aspecting your 6th house, and that means you may be dealing with some difficulties with your colleagues and people at your workplace. So you just be very patient with them and try not to get mad, try not to have anger. Just have a deep breath and try to deal with them calmly. So that your difficulties to complete your task is not extremely damaging. You will need lots of patience if you want to succeed in your workplace, okay? If you have competitive activities that you want to do with your colleagues or workplace in general, you need to work very hard with those things too. What is the mantra? What is the bottom line? Be very patient and eat the right food. Do your exercises, meditation, and anger is your worst enemy right now. With that, I'll end this your sign also. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you all watched the video from the beginning where I talked about the general planets. I spoke about stock market potentials for you guys, if it's a good time to buy a house or not. So I'm going to be making Mercury retrograde video very soon. In the next day or two I'll be posting it, so do watch that. It will help you to deal with the retrograde combust Mercury. In the meantime, don't buy a house or a big item like car. Don't sign on any contract. Watch your keys. Back up your computer data. You have a chance of crashing computers. And take care, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.